What's going on, guys? It's Eric again, back with another video. After 7 long weeks, Lions fans, we haven't been without a general manager for 7 weeks. I found that actually to be pretty surprising. The Detroit Lions go out and they hire Brad Holmes from the Los Angeles Rams. Now, he used to be the director of college scouting for the Rams, so he has quite a bit of college scouting experience with going to the NFL Combine. He was probably out and about at college stadiums, kind of looking over players here and whatnot, but he really doesn't have any assistant GM or even GM experience. It's another first-time general manager hire for the Detroit Lions. And kind of when he came across my ESPN update that I have on my phone, and I said, it said kind of the Lions had hired him as the general manager, I kind of thought, oh, man, who is Brad Holmes? I mean, I really don't know a whole lot about the guy. So, in my little bit of probably about an hour of researching and seeing other YouTubers like Everything King, Micro Mike, Let's Talk Lions was another one, Dose of Dion, those content creators, I get the gist that he might be okay. I mean, I'm not going to go out and kind of say he's going to be a world beater or anything, but he might do okay with the Detroit Lions. Now, in the little bit of research that I've done here, it kind of seems like the Lions were very, very impressed with what he brought to the table. He must have interviewed very, very well. They liked what they heard. Sheila, Chris Spielman, Rod Wood, and maybe a couple of others that were in the room. They must have been really, really impressed with him. And another, Dose of Dion had a kind of a little bit of a clip there to where, I don't know who it was in his clip there. I don't know if it was someone from the Atlanta Falcons organization, which there was a good write-up on here. Before I kind of get into that a little bit, there is a good write-up on some pretty good notables about him. I'll go ahead and put it down in the description area along with what ESPN had to say. There was a little bit of a clip of, I only have to believe it was somebody from the Atlanta Falcons organization that said he went up and he presented something to, I don't know if it was the Atlanta Falcons or if it was every general manager and the scouting department as a whole, or whatever he did. He presented something to some NFL team, and they were really very impressed for him doing it for one of the first times that he had done it. And he said that, man, this kid's going to kind of go far here in the NFL. And, well, as you can see, he is the Detroit Lions general manager. The man doesn't have any general manager experience at all, not even an assistant general manager. But kind of based on what I'm reading and from what others have said, like I said here in the beginning of the video, I think he'll be okay. Some of the notables that he was in the, or that he had drafted when he was with the Los Angeles Rams was, and I got a little notepad here, a little notepad. I'm kind of getting back to this, that he was obviously he was a director of college scouting, which I've already kind of went over, but he kind of drafted some notable names. I'm sure you guys will, you'll recognize the names that I kind of rattle them off. Alec Ogletree, Aaron Donald, Todd Gurley, Jared Goff, Josh Reynolds. Those are just some of what he has brought to the Los Angeles Rams organization. I really can't see him being that bad here at the very first year here. He may, I'm hoping that he'll get some hits on here. I don't want to guarantee anything or kind of put unrealistic expectations on the guy, but if he can do that at the Los Angeles Rams organization, being the director of college scouting for the Rams, I think he'll do a pretty good job here as the Lions general manager. Again, I don't know who the head coach is going to be, which I kind of thought at the very beginning. I was like, why is Detroit kind of interviewing head coaching positions while they're doing a GM search? That kind of really kind of stifled me. Well, it was kind of, looking back on it, was kind of a bit of a smokescreen where people were kind of coming out and going, what is Detroit doing over there, man? This seems very, very unorthodox. Now, maybe it's not unorthodox, but to me, being a Lions fan, it was very, very much unorthodox for me to kind of see that kind of in parallel kind of going on. You're doing a general manager search, and then you're kind of coming over here doing a head coaching search. It was very, very surreal to me, and I really didn't understand it. But it had to have been a smokescreen. That's kind of really all I can kind of say about that. ESPN has a good write-up on him. The Detroit Free Press has a good write-up on him. MLive has a good write-up on him. I'm sure probably the Grand Rapids Press, USA Today, any kind of newspaper organization that kind of gets sporting kind of news out to you guys are probably going to have pretty good things to say about the guy. But again, doesn't have any general manager experience, and that's kind of, to me, a little bit of a pressing sign, a little bit, or kind of a concern, I guess I would put it. Not a pressing sign, but a little bit of a concern with him kind of being a first-time general manager. Where do I see the team kind of going from here? Well, I'm sure they've kind of collected their kind of overall thoughts and kind of going to give it to him. He'll probably go over it, and he'll probably want second interviews with a couple of other people. Although I kind of think right now he'll have to act kind of swiftly now to get a kind of a head coaching hire in here. Now, I'm not saying he has to do it lickety-split fast or anything like that, but he's going to have to go over what the Detroit Lions, and what by the Detroit Lions, I mean Sheila, Spielman, and Rod Wood have kind of went over to him, kind of mull over it a little bit, get some second interviews done, and kind of hire him. It kind of looks like, based on kind of what I'm hearing from other YouTubers, is that I hope I'm pronouncing his name right. Salia is kind of. I guess he's probably not in the picture anymore. Belenemy from the Kansas City Chiefs is kind of waited on here just a little bit. I just want to get somebody in here that's going to communicate with Brad as a head coach, and hopefully the coaching staff is going to be able to communicate to Brad, or kind of go through the head coach, or they're having a meeting of some kind, or whatever the case may be, to kind of say, hey, this is the type of players that we need. Can you go out and get these type of players? And I'm hoping that Brad, using his background as a college scouting director, uses the resources they had. And you guys have known I've kind of been preaching this kind of the last couple of videos that I've had on the Detroit Lions. Use the resources that are out there. I'm sure Detroit already has kind of a scouting department. I think they're kind of using some kind of the only thing I can kind of think of it is like a team kind of third party, I guess, kind of scouting program that kind of goes out, that does it to them and maybe a couple of other NFL teams, or maybe a plethora of NFL teams. Uses the ESPN kind of mock sources like McShay, and I can't remember if McShay is, if he's a part of the goodness, the team's escaping me right now. The Raiders. I don't know if he's a part of the Raiders organization or if whether he's still a part of ESPN NFL Network. That kind of resources, the television one, that's a free resource to use. I'm not saying that to use that as your only single resource, but kind of use a combination of all that, and then kind of use your own judgment to say, hey, this is the kind of guy we're going to get. Or are we going to go ahead and get this guy? So I hope he uses the resources. I hope communication kind of goes up and down the chain of command to get the Detroit Lions back up to a competitive team, kind of where they were at the 90, kind of 91, 92 year, where we had that very, very good year, that 12-4 season. I'm not saying we're going to be going 12-4, but a 12-4 season-like kind of season where the offense and the defense are two good units. Now, not any one great and one kind of average. I'm just saying both have good units, because we all know that if you have a good offense and you have a good defense, you're going to win a lot of games in the NFL. It's just that surreal. So I kind of want to see his thoughts on the wide receivers. I kind of want to see his thoughts on possibly getting a quarterback in here to hopefully get Matthew Stafford in here. If you guys watch Everything Kings video, he kind of said in his video about he listened to 97.1, and he listened, I think it was Mike O'Hara. They kind of said that they've talked to some other GMs, and they think that they can win with Matthew Stafford. I just want to see the guy win, more or less. I'm not really caring that he goes to another team or that he stays with the Lions. If they stay with the Lions, I hope Brad has enough experience with him being a college scout to get him the pieces that he needs to get the team right on the offensive side of the ball, with hopefully not Galladay and Marvin Jones kind of skipping town and going to other teams. I think he needs to work on the defensive side of the ball here too. Defensive linemen, linebackers like Tavai and Tease Tabor are just two of them. And I'll put Jared Davis in there. I think you guys have known I kind of think that Jared Davis is kind of a one-trick pony. He rushes the quarterback very well, but anything else is very, very subpar. I hope he addresses that. I think the secondary probably needs some help, hopefully some veteran help. I hope he does a good job in the free agency market, kind of, again, using the resources that he has at hand to do this. I like the hire. My overall thoughts are I like the hire, guys. I do. I like the hire quite a bit. It's just that with his non-experience being a general manager and his experience being in the college scouting and having no experience as a general manager, I hope it doesn't hinder him. That's my only thing. I hope it really doesn't hinder him to be a good general manager. But based on what I'm reading and based on what I'm hearing from others on YouTube and from ESPN analysts and NFL Network and any other kind of news outlet that does sports, I think this is a good hire. I really do. I really do. So, guys, with that being said, let me know what you guys think down in the comments down below. I'd like your thoughts on it. Do you think it's a good hire? Excuse me. Do you think it's a good hire? Do you think it's a bad hire? What are your kind of thoughts? Maybe even your criticisms, or are you kind of laying back, kind of a wait and see approach, or are you kind of all in on him? Let me know what you guys think down in the comments down below. Also, please consider hitting that subscribe button and make sure you guys hit that bell notification so you guys get more videos just like this one. All right, guys, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I do hope to see you guys again soon. All right, deuces. Take care, guys.